Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau Jr., and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. So, today I want to talk about how we judge others. And, you know, unfortunately, and I'm not real happy to admit this, but man, I am a judger. And me and my Bible study group guys, we meet every Thursday morning at 6 a.m. for a Zoom call. And, we talked about this a while back as far as judging and why we judge. And, because the Bible clearly says, do not judge. And that if you do judge, you're going to be judged exactly how you judge others. And man, it's something rough. I mean, if you think about Myers Briggs, I think I was an INTJ or something like that. And the J stands for judging. So, I mean, this is a common thing for people to do, judge others. But one thing that I've discovered is, in my case especially, I don't know if it's your case or not, if you're a judger or not, but I judge others, but I judge myself first. And that's something that I'm really trying to minimalize in my life because let's face it, judging yourself, it can be rough at times because we are our own biggest critic. And when we judge ourselves, it's a lot of times we can't meet the expectations that we put on ourselves. And we push too hard at times. And when I judge myself, I have a tendency to judge others, and I can set expectations way too high for others as well. And as a leader, man, this just isn't a good characteristic to have. It's great to have expectations for yourself, and it's great to have expectations for others. Those expectations should be clearly known to both yourself and to others, and you shouldn't expect them to know something that they don't understand is an expectation. But yet, man, I'll judge people before I even know them. And that's really bad. And the cool thing is when you're going through the self-awareness exercises that we put our clients through and people we work with, it's amazing to find out the good things about yourself, your strengths. It's amazing to find out how your behavioral style really connects with others and how your leadership style is good and how your communication style is. There's no good or bad communication style, I don't think. There's just effective and ineffective communication. But the one thing that really stands out in the self-awareness part of our coaching and programs is the fact that we can discover a lot about ourselves that we identify as areas of improvement. A lot of people say weaknesses. A lot of people will say, these are your strengths and these are your weaknesses. And it's like weaknesses are tagged with something being very bad that we have to work on. Well, I don't think all weaknesses or areas of opportunity, like I like to refer to them, I don't think every area of opportunity is an area that we need to work on. I think we need to be aware of our areas of opportunity or our weaker areas, but some of our weaker areas, man, we're just not meant to do certain things. And the more time that we spend working on areas of weakness that we have or areas of opportunity in our lives, the less time that we're spending focusing on our strengths. And I think that's a production killer in most cases. Now, with the case of being a judger, all right, judging others and judging oneself, I think this is an area that it is one that we should work on improving because, man, judgment can go a long ways to really killing morale, killing that esprit de corps, and just killing that ambiance, if you would, within the team. And if you have one person that's really judging everybody else unfairly, especially, that can really lead to some miscommunications and some team resentment, team member resentment. And you will quickly discover that you'll never be able to get to that performance level that you want to get to with your team. You'll be almost in the storming stage of team development. Because when you have a serious judger, you're not necessarily looking at their strengths and saying, man, that's awesome. You're kind of looking at their strengths and saying, well, I could do better than that, or I could probably do that as good. And a lot of times that can hinder morale and it can hinder productivity. So bottom line is, I want to bring this up because I want to let you know this is a problem for me. It's an area that I really struggle with at times, and I'm working on it. I'm trying to reduce the amount of judging that I do, but it starts with self-awareness. It starts with me knowing when I have to stop judging myself, because it's kind of a lot like love. If you don't love yourself, you're not going to love others. You're not going to be capable of truly loving others. And we have a lot to love. And I'm talking about ourselves. So, that's why a lot of big coaches, Tony Robbins and a lot of big motivational people, one of the things that they say is you should wake up and every morning look in the mirror and say, I love you. You're great. In the judging mindset, I think we ought to look in the mirror in the same way and say, hey, you got a lot of great abilities. You have a lot of great strengths. And yeah, you have some areas of opportunities and some weaker areas, but that's why we work in a team, because our team members can fill in where we're not as strong as they are. Just like we can fill in some of their weaker areas or their areas of opportunity. And again, if everybody on the team is trying to do the same thing really good, well, that's probably hindering productivity. So it's something that I think you should talk to your team about, because, man, judging, it's not biblical to judge others. Now, I think you can judge certain things, but when you're judging others in a critical way, that can be damaging. And I'm here to tell you that it's a struggle, but we can get through it. And it starts today. So it starts today by not judging yourself so harshly. And once we can do that, we can start not judging others as harshly. Hey, I hope I made sense today. I know I kind of rambled a little bit, but I just really wanted to stress the point that judging others and judging yourself is not the most healthy state to be in. So that's it for today. I hope you can take something from this, and I hope that you can stop judging yourself as harshly as you are. Hey, until tomorrow, run to your challenges. We'll see you.